Don't put yourself through it. Take the time to get off that seesaw every once in a while. Do what you like to do. Do what you like to do because it gives you a chance to recharge. That's what you're going to find out. That you're going to be a nervous wreck. You're going to be nervous as hell the first time you take that vacation. Like, oh, God, the place is going to burn down and fall apart and there ain't going to be nothing left when I get there. Well, you know what? There'll be something left when you get there. It's not going to burn down completely. You might have a dumpster fire or whatnot. But, hey, it goes back to delegation and authority. Delegation and authority. You know, if you got a company where you got people that are working with you and for you and whatnot, then give them the responsibility and the authority to get the work carried out. Worst case scenario, it doesn't get done exactly the way you thought it was going to get done, but you come back, you make that correction, and you move along, and everybody learns from it. That's when you know you're going down the right path with your business. The fact that you're always business, and I read busy, is not always the right answer. I see so much of that on social media where guys say, man, I work 90 hours a week and that's all I do and blah, blah this and blah, blah that. And okay, there's times when we all need to put in 70, 60, 80, 90 hours, whatever it is. I don't know how many hours in a week, but let's just say you work 20 hours a day. We know that's not realistic on an ongoing basis, but hey, sometimes in snow we do, don't we? But you guys get my point. You guys get my point. There's times when you got to bust butt, and there's times when you're busting butt just because maybe you don't have things lined out the way they should be lined out. And that's what my show Profit Time's all about, is how do we set up our business in a format or a methodology from not just a pricing structure, but a contracting structure, administrative structure, company culture structure. What are the little things we got to do within our businesses to make our companies more successful and more profitable? Great point here. I was going to bring that up, but he says if you work 90 hours a week, you should charge more, so you only need to work 50. Absolutely. Because I was that guy too, honestly. I was working more and more hours because I wasn't making ends meet with the money that my regular hours were bringing in. So what do? We schedule more work. We work longer. We don't take the family time. We don't do this. We don't have time for ourselves. We're working daylight to dark. And then all of a sudden, one day we realized that, damn, I'm out of daylight. What do I do now? What do I do now? Well, you do what Craig's talking about. Hey, let's reevaluate what's really broke. What's probably broke is our pricing structure. And so many times it boils down to that. That's not always the problem, but a vast majority of the time, and when you look up statistics on business failures, I think you'll find exactly what I'm talking about here on Profit Time, here on Turfs Up Radio, that training and lack of profit are always up there at the top causing business failures. And when we look at that, I just challenge you to ask yourself, if it's a lack of training in pricing for profit or cash flow or profit dollars that are left after the fact. Darren touched on that this morning on his show as well. The reality of it is, when we look at those things that are causing most of our business failings, what is the nice thing about each of those items? That's exactly right. That's exactly right. You got the answer. I don't even need to tell you the answer because you just said it. You just said it. And for those of you that couldn't hear him, you control both of them. You control both of them. You control the amount of training you have, and you control your pricing structure. But too many times, what do we say? What did Wayne say? Wayne always told himself, man, I don't have time for training and education. I got to get this job done. I got to get the next job done. I got to go sell another job because I don't have enough money. And the reason I didn't have enough money is because I wasn't pricing my job right. To Craig's point, let's work less, work smarter, and be a better value to our customers. And at that point, guess what happens? We start working less. We're able to hire people that can do the job at a great rate. And we're not talking about hiring employees today, but Heckabus and I, we're going to put that show on before too much longer. But that's how you attract better people. Give them a place to come to work that's got a good culture. You're not killing them. You're not working them 100 hours a week. You're not working them 7 days a week. There's plenty of places like that if that's what somebody wants. But I think what you'll find out with your business, and yours is the only one that matters, is that when you create a company culture that you like and that someone else likes, you want free time, your team needs free time. It's not always just about another job or working another 30 hours or 20 hours or 10 hours. Yep, sometimes you got to do it. But most of the time, we simply do it because we don't know what we don't know.